could go to bed in my arms. You're safe and sound without a threat, and I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit young, but I'm all in. We're still a little bit dumb, but I'm all in. If we sail a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit low. I don't know any roads that lead us back home, and I don't know any roads that lead us back home. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? I need us to be a little bit high, a little bit low, completely alone.
Feel me like a Hellcat. Running like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat.
What's up, guys? Check, check on the mic. Check. All right. Hopefully, be nice and smooth today. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited to get this started. You guys give me a sound check in the chat. We don't get the SSS bot today, but it is very shortly around the corner. We're stoked about it. Can hear perfect. All right, and the music's not blaring out. I can turn it down a little. The music's, oh, I'm a little low. No, I can turn it up a little, but I was already kind of peaking quite a bit. Maybe that's better. All right, I'm gonna turn this music down just a little. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down in my ears a little. Can't have the teacher too distracted. Here we go. Sweet. Okay, well, let's do this. Let me see. Whew, I was in a scary short earlier today, man. I took it way too early and had to DCA up, which I usually do not do anymore, but it's just, that's what happens when you do TA on the fly and fast. But, you know, it's all good. Let's get started here. Booyah. Let's go. I like watching that intro. So awesome. So awesome. Well, guys, welcome to class 1 for the Crypto Fusion bot. I've decided to do live classroom settings. You guys may ask questions live. I will do my best. I really want to keep questions in the beginning geared towards what we're going to be talking about. Today is going to be pretty simple, easy. It might even be a lot of stuff you guys already know. But you know, that's going to be the first couple of classes, and then eventually, you know, we're going to start hitting things maybe that people don't understand, and that's what I'm hoping for. So I can show you guys how powerful this bot can actually be. So like I said, in the beginning, keep the questions like 100% on what we're talking about. In the end, I'll do a Q&A session where I'll open it up and talk about it. So to talk about the copy trading feature and the SSS bot, because that's what a lot of people appreciate your guys' patience. It is coming. It's coming soon. And I'm very excited and stoked about it. And you guys will too. So just keep the patience. And yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So there's no, you know, major announcements. I would say almost everything major, of course. We're going to bring our buddy Jayson in. So if you see like all 3 of us on a call, that might be something to be excited about. Just saying. Or he was bored and wanted to bring me in to one of his streams and get my obscure opinion on something. You never know. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go over. I only have a couple of things for today. I want to keep these, you know, not like super short, but I just want to keep them kind of, you know, concise and just to the point, and, you know, not try to just blow every piece of information out in one, you know, class. I do want to break it up. So let's go ahead and get started. I did want to go over our Discord because I think people who are new, this is going to be really helpful for them to understand how to use. So this is all the admin stuff, but you come here, there's rules, disclaimers, you know, we're glad everyone's a part. But, you know, we paper trade. That's what the bot's built for. We do not give financial advice. Please do your own TA and be very careful investing. If you're investing real money, just be very careful, of course. It can be, you know, losses can be substantial. So, yep, we're just here to paper trade and educational purposes only. So, frequently asked questions, this area, we just try to take like a lot of the general questions and discuss, you know, like give out answers. So if you keep getting from Bybit and it, you know, keeps coming back invalid. So if you keep generating a Bybit API and it keeps coming back invalid, you know, you can follow these steps. How do I manage my subscription? I've actually gotten that question quite a bit. So there you go. You guys have the option to click on the Jayson Capser charge me. And so frequently asked questions about beta testing. Here's some questions and answers. So, you know, I would kind of go through some of this. If you're having trouble setting up your bot, here's the perfect video for you right here. Okay. Switch actually does a fantastic job and showing you how to set it up. So here's some errors with API keys and stuff. So just basic things. You know, if you're getting a validation error, you guys can come in here. No, we don't have everything in here, and, you know, not as organized as I would like, but not bad. You know, there was a lot of work that went into this, a lot of admins, And yeah, so here's the next section. I'm not going to go through every single section, but I just want you guys to understand this stuff. This is big because I do get questions on these things, especially for those who are new. So these are the helpful YouTube videos. So 0 is lower than the quantity. So, you know, if you see your error on the video, I try to make a very short video to just explain it. Okay, failed to start your bot, your API key is invalid. I kind of briefly go through and talk about it, things like that. So this can help you troubleshoot. If you want to fire a trade right now, right, without confirmations, and I mean, I did that earlier today. I did a really fast TA, and I looked and I said, boom, I'm going to enter, bam, and so I hit the bot and I fired it immediately. This is a video. If you want to set up a future setup with like multiple confirmations, but you don't want it to fire right now, you want to have it fire and then look at confirmations, which we're going to talk about later. There's a video right here. Is your bot running? So if your bot is not running and you're having issues, you can come watch these videos. I try to make them short and just bam, you know, as quickly as possible. How does the momentum confluence work? This describes our custom momentum indicator, which pretty much piggybacked off of, you know, market momentum and market cipher and things. It's a little bit custom, but this will explain in detail how it works. We're going to go over that in the class as well. But I just want you guys to know this is here. If you want to set up a JSON trade, right here. You know, a lot of people ask me, what's your best bot? And this one right here. You know, setting up JSON levels is really where, excuse me, I get my best trades. Stop loss behavior, customization. So here's just some extra things, you know, that we've tried to make short videos. This is another one I get a lot. Setting up a bot on trades, custom indicators. All this will be inside the course, but you know, I'm only doing a video a week. You know, if you guys want to go and figure this stuff out tomorrow or later tonight, there's already a lot of information for you, and I want to make sure you know where it is. So, but if you're patient and you want to wait for the course, all this stuff will be in here. So, okay. That was just a Q&A live stream. So most of this stuff was live streams. But here's building a custom Autobot. If you go to our YouTube channel, let me just do this real fast. This is not a plug to get views. I honestly don't really care about views. Oh, there's my buddy Jayson Capser. So if you go to our channel, you can see our video right now, live streaming. You see the shorts. These are the ones that are quick informational ones. And then I have past live streams down here, and then a few other stuff, you know, that's a lot of them are probably in both, but these would be quick and only like look a minute, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, you know, it's just fast to give you the information you need. And then the live streams, if you're really interested in sitting down and learning a lot, things like that, here you go. I think I have some videos to clean up from the issues from last week, which actually ended up being very interesting. Actually, it was something to do with my upload, which I think potentially was my VPN. I think I had used it so much that they were throttling me. And they didn't throttle me on the download, they just throttled me on the upload. That's my guess. I don't know. But we seem to be running good right now, so. All right. Yeah, back to the Discord. Okay, so there's some more helpful videos. I just try and put things in there, right? Okay. So supported coins. If you are looking for confluence, okay, these are the momentum confluence is set up on the 1, 3, 6, 12, 24, 1 hour, 4 hour. Okay, and it's set up on these coins. Yes, you can request coins. You can just reach out, and I usually just keep a list. You know, we can't add everything, but close. Okay, here's the money flow, moving up, moving down, price action above and below the 1 hour, 200 EMA. This has been very powerful for me for Autobots. So these are the coins that are, you know, so if you set up an Autobot on a coin that's not here and you reference this, it's never going to work. Okay. You do have the options to set up your own. Okay. And you can do the, you know, 199 EMA if you want. totally up to you. We have a video on that, and it's going to be in the course about setting up Confluence. Okay. 1 hour money flow, red and green Confluence. There you go. These coins. Here you go. Okay. So that's just the availability. So that way, you know, when it comes to public confirmations, which we'll go over all that as well, you'll know where to go to see if it's available publicly. If not, you can create your own private. This is a bot channel log. This is more for a Borf switch, but you know, if you're ever wondering what we're adding, what we're changing, we really try to stay away from changing. We just try to stay to make it more, just to make it better, more better, make it more better. More better sounds good, or just let you guys know what's being done. Sometimes we just put it in the announcements because I know we've done stuff since then. So, speaking of that, in announcements, this is where all of our announcements are. And there are a couple of things in here that are worth noting. Okay, new feature. All right, so we did an announcement on this, and it's talking about the retry copy delay will be in the course, of course. But it's also here now if you want to go through the announcements. There are some extra things in here. You can delay your signal. You can, you know, all this stuff. So Crypto Fusion Bot close script. Okay, so that's located in the announcements. Good to knows. This is a great section to come to see, you know, just some information. This is one of the most important things, and actually this is something we're going to go over today that's on my list. So you know what? It's here now. I want to go over it. This is huge. Okay, guys, especially when it comes to autobotting. Now, some of you guys are looking at this and you're like, yeah, duh. Okay. When I first started, I did not understand this logically. Okay. It just didn't make sense to me. All right. If I lose 5% of my account, it takes me 5.3% to make it back to where I was before I lost my 5%. Okay. Not a big deal. I can take a 5% slap to the face on my paper account. I only need 5.3 to make that up. Okay. Problem is 25%. Now you need 33.3% just to make it back where you left. All right. This is big. This is compounding in the wrong direction. Okay. And I've done this all the way down and I got slammed. All right. You lose half your account. So if you go from $10,000 to $5,000, you now have to double your account just to get back to where you are. So when you autobot and you're risking 10% every trade, if you lose 3 trades in a row, which can happen, you almost need to double your account just to make it back to where you are. This is huge. Just take note. Come to this channel. Good to know. I actually taped this up for a little while to remind me to be, you know, that's why a lot of people teach, you know, the 1 to 5%, because it's for real. You know, if you want to know why people with money make money, it's because they won't risk their money. They only risk a tiny bit. And so if they get burned, it's not such a big deal. Okay. So take this to heart. All right. I know we're paper trading and it's for educational purposes and stuff. There's about Bybit calculator liquidation levels. There's just some cool stuff in here. This TradeMaker Money IO thing, I was using that. Just got way too complicated because of how many bots I run, and it just honestly I was hoping to keep track of it that way, but man, it's just too much. So there's a bunch of things like that in here. Bookmap, you know, just stuff that we've found that shares, and you know, whatever. We just want to share with you. Strategy voting, we actually never did. My bad. That was my fault. Yeah. Bye-bye. No channel. No one ever saw that. So these are our indicators. Okay, these are custom built indicators that we have. We're going to be adding, we're going to be adjusting these, but the Borf Switch B is the momentum indicator. There's the alerts. We're going to be going over all this stuff, of course, in the course. Okay. And actually, I'm going to make a note of something right now. Teachers taking notes. I'm not sure what I'm going to teach you guys, but okay, this is amazing. All right, this is the Crypto Fusion Bot wiki, and this is definitely something that you guys need to go check out. This has all of our stuff in it and everything. We're going to be going over this as well. This is powerful. We're going to be doing documentation. You can go through triggers, trades, laddering trades, you know, planned things to be implemented, of course, the copy trading and the SSS and all that good stuff. So yes, this is right here in the CFB wiki. You guys can check that out. Okay. Actually, a lot of the course will be based off of that. You want to manage your bot subscription. I went ahead and made a channel for it. So boom, there you go. I know it's also up here, but I just wanted to make that easy for people. Okay, so these are CFB bots, and these are different things that the community's come up with, things that I've come up with. So like this 3-hour 200 EMA bot like did fantastic for me for a while. I'm not currently running it, but just because I had to clean up my act because I had too many bots and I just couldn't keep track of everything. And I don't want to have a bot running that I don't know what it's doing. And of course, you guys know I've been really busting my tail on the secret sauce scalper and stuff for everybody. So anyway, so some of these will be good. We actually have someone in the community did a back test on this one, and we should share it. So because it definitely probably needs a little bit more confluence. But you know, definitely take these like with a grain of salt. You can try them out. It's just a great way to show you how to build a bot, you know, kind of what it takes, and then you can really start to, you know, make your own bots. We can start to figure out which bots are amazing as a community. Okay, so here you go. Blood Diamond bot coming soon. I never actually posted that. See, I need to make notes for myself here, right? Blood Diamond bot. Some of these I'm not even the creator of. Some of these were other people and they just worked out so good. It was just like, all right. So general scammers, just remember, guys, all right, this is another one of those like heart-to-heart moments here. We will not contact you for anything special one-on-one. Okay, I talk to a lot of you guys DM. That's cool, you know, that's fine. Jayson, me, any of our admins, moderate, anybody, we're not going to contact you and ask you for money or ask you for crypto. Okay, scammers, do not fall for it. Okay, and if you get one, let us know. Like, you know, here's our Jayson Capser scammer on Instagram. Someone posted that and they did ask for money, so tell them take a hike. Memes, it's my favorite channel. I think I'm funny. At least I laugh at myself. Off topic, whatever. You guys can, you know, figure some of this stuff out. Bugs and reports. Okay, if you guys think there's an issue with the bot, you know, put it here. Put as much information as you can. And you know, Morph Switch is our coder. He'll take a look at it and he'll go bounce it off of the code to make sure everything's working good. Broken confirmations is if you notice something like the 4-hour money flow is green, but it says red on the website. Okay, well, we're gonna go over where that is and how to check that. Post it here, you know, because not everything is perfect, right? We are relying on Tradingview for a lot of the communication to our database. Tradingview is not perfect. I think our database is just about perfect, but I can say that and not take credit for it. So anyway, so feedback, we'd love your guys' feedback and ideas. You know, here you go. Is there a way to set up a trigger and a script that when it fires a trade, the trade is entered and then immediately the bot stops firing and that script will not trade for an extended amount of time? So that's something we've looked at. This is something that is on our list. Okay, but you know, Roboy doesn't know that, right? He doesn't know that we have a magic list on the back end, and so please come here and give us feedback. You know, that's actually what you guys have been doing. You know, the beta team has just been amazing. Yeah, so come and do that. You know, we take this stuff to heart. We do not just let it float here. Q&A, that's kind of obvious. Come and ask questions. I have amazing moderators that I could not do what I do without them. So Confluence ideas, if you think of something that's amazing and you'd like a Confluence specific, you can come here and check things out. Beta chat, strat building, you know, people are, you know, discussing different kinds of strats and ideas. There's a strategies channel, JTrade. Okay, I think I'm going through all of them. Looking Glass has been, you know, doing some stuff, making some cool bots, and, you know, very good trader. J Setups, if you're having trouble with your own J Setups, right, go into his Discord, getting the setups and putting them into the bot. Here you go. Come here, you know. Southpaw makes a post. You could check it out, you know, and then consider, you know, what he's doing. Trade results. We all know how this goes, right? I get jealous when I get in here because I'm like, what? Some of these numbers are just crazy. I need to put my trades from today in there. They weren't huge, but they were a lot of fun. Anyway, a lot of people are, you know, kicking butt with the bot and doing well. So different strategies. And then here are strategies. So divergence of many indicators, right? Market cipher A, market cipher B, DBSI, SR. So you can come in here, live chat. I do drop in there once in a while. Fan art and fan videos. You guys can drop some stuff in here and check this out. It's just fun. Okay, so that's our Discord. Feel free to reach out, ask questions, things like that. But let's get going. I know that was a lot of like kind of lame-o stuff, but I think it's really important for everyone to know how to use the Discord and where to find information. And, you know, things might change. We might add or delete channels. So yeah. All right. I already closed out of my trade, so I'm not good. And I started to short here. It wasn't Bitcoin, it was another coin. And I DCA'd in all the way up. It was terrible. Don't do that. And then I pretty much dropped out. No, okay, the other coin moved a lot more. I was gonna say it was a lot more profit than that, but it did good. But I'm all closed out, so I don't have to worry about it. Excuse me. So here we go. This is really what I want to go over today. This is going to be the most important thing we go over today here. Okay, is I want you guys to understand how this functions. Okay, right now, today, I'm just going to talk about our website. All right, so a lot of you guys have seen the website. If you haven't, there we go. I'll drop a link. I'm gonna drop a link in the Discord. Where'd Discord go? Where are you? Oh, right here in front of me. Let's see. I just taught about all the channels we have, and I want to drop this one in Good to Knows. Okay. I might find somewhere else for it to be later. We might design a channel that will be set up for it. But anyway, it's under Good to Knows. And on this website, this is where we can set up our bot, okay? So if you are firing from the website and I come down here and click go, it is going to fire immediately, okay? This immediately fires the bot. This is not how you set up a bot to take a trade later, okay? So to explain, if I want to trade, if I think we're going to get a retest of this level, okay, and I'm waiting for, you know, price action to come up and retest and then reject, okay? This is not a prediction. This is just pretend for the class, okay? And I want to get in right here and I want to set my bot trade up here, the only thing you're going to use the website for is to actually build your script. You're not going to fire the bot from the website, so you'll never actually click go long, okay? You won't do that. That's different, okay? So what you want to do from the website is when you want to fire immediately. If I'm looking at the market and I am like, this is the retest of this level, and I like the way confirmations look, so I'm expecting a drop, and I want to trade right now. Okay, that would be this situation, which happens to me a lot. Like, I'll log in and I'll look and I'll like, wow, dude, I've been waiting for this. Look at this and look at that and check this out. And yeah, I'll make a decision and I can come here, right? I can choose my bot. I can label my bot. I can pick the coin I want. I don't trade ETH anymore. It's too mean to me. Some of you guys are great ETH traders. I can choose limit or market. Okay, I can choose balance, and this is where you got to consider how much you're going to risk. Okay, this is where you consider what's actually going to be put on the table. Say I'm allowing a little room. Okay, extra stop loss percentage, we're going to get into that as well, but for the sake, I'm just going to move forward. And there we go. I'm going to take all my profit. I am risking twice as much as I'm going to take. Let's at least do a 1-to-1. Boom, there we go. And I would click go short, and it's going to say, are you sure? Because it's going to go right now. Okay, I'm not going to, because I don't know if we're going to get a retest of the actual level up there. All right, so that would fire my trade immediately, which I like, because I can fire this, and I can send all of my stuff into Bybit, and all my take profits, and all of my stop loss. Like, it's all there, and I don't have to manage it. I come here, I set it up, I click go short, and I'm done. I walk away. I go back. For me right now, I go back to work. I go do what I do. I go hang out with my family. I go finish cutting down trees, you know, whatever I'm doing. And that's what I like. Okay. So, if you wanted to set up a trade later, you know, we'll get into that. And don't worry about it if you're late. Okay. So this is what's going to happen. If I come here and I'm looking at the charts immediately and I start adding confirmations, the bot may or may not actually take the trade, because, and let me explain. Okay. I'm all like nervous that I won't explain things well, but I'm just going to do my best. We're going to pretend like we don't have confirmations right now. I'm at the website. When I fill out the website and I click the go button, this information is connected to our servers with the bot. Okay, and the bot runs to the confirmations database and looked for whatever confirmations you added. Okay, and then that's going to spit out answers and come back to your bot, and your bot's going to process that and then send all the information to Bybit. Okay, so if I want to enter a trade immediately because I like the way the market looks right now, then I can just click go short with no confirmations. I don't have any confirmations down here. There's none filled out. What that's going to do is take everything I did, all my take profits, losses, and if I filled out any margin information or anything on that website, it's going to go straight to here. It's going to get processed, and it's going to go right to Bybit. Okay, and then it's going to be managed, and that's what I like. You know, when I enter my trade, okay, and I have a stop loss, and then I have my wonderful take profits. Okay, we're gonna make these nice and green because it's cash paper money right there. All right, I think they're all the same green. Okay, I enter my trade here, my stop loss is here, and then my take profit. What my favorite thing about the bot is, I'm done. I walk away. I don't have any emotion. I don't have anything about this. Okay. All I know is when price comes down. Yeah. Price comes up usually and then down. It hits my take profit one right here. I'm going to take my stop loss, which the bot's going to do what you ask it to, and it's going to move that bad boy to entry. Okay. So there we go. So this is take profit one. Let's go ahead and add 2 more. We're gonna do let's see, 30, 40, and 30. Okay. So if you were to add an extra stop loss percentage, right? Maybe not that high, 0.02 in this, and it went into Bybit, then it's going to move this just past your entry, just 0.2% past your entry, just in case you end up with something like this. Okay, and now you're stopped out, but at least you're stopped out with just that little bit extra profit to help with market fees. I think that's important, mainly because sometimes this stuff happens when I'm sleeping, and we know how it is. Sometimes it sells you out here. Even though your stop loss is right here, by the time you look, you're like, oh, it wicked, and it wicked hard and fast. So it hit me. Okay. So that's just me. A lot of people like it just to entry. Some people even like it to, just to leave it on the first one, right? So I know a trader very specifically who does not move his entry or his stop loss to entry on the first take profit. He only does it on the second. So he unchecks this. Okay. And that allows you to skip it. Usually this is what my trades look like. I'll move it to entry and then I leave it there. And then I just really go for these profits. Okay. And if I hit one, well, let's see. And the price comes down and hits this one, and then comes down and hits this one, my stop loss is still up here, and it allows, for a healthy retracement to come back. Especially if I'm in a swing. If I'm in a scalp, I usually take a lot of profit and I move forward a lot. So that's important. The website tells the bot what to do, what to look for, and then the bot communicates back and forth with Bybit. Okay, and we do have some verifications and fail safes. The bot communicates to Bybit and say, hey, what's going on? Hey, what about this? Okay, I don't fully understand all that as much because I'm not the coder, but I just know that it works. It works well. Man, we hit that level like dead on. It's awesome. So if you were going to create one where you're like, I really want to make sure that I have 1 hour bearish momentum. Oops, let's make that true. And then I'm going to add a confirmation. Whoa. 12-minute bearish momentum. And I'm going to make that true. Make sure you guys can see this whole thing. Okay, I hope you can see it. All right. So what we've got going on is I'm going to check the 1 hour and the 12-minute bearish momentum on this trade. So this is going to be a future trade. This is something I'm going to set up because, and this is just for the class, this is not TA. I feel like we're going to get a retest, okay? And I actually think we're going to get a, bearish momentum where price is going to come down and then it's going to pump up and we're going to get a CDW, chickens drinking water. That's in Jason's course if you need that. And then I think the price is going to get rejected really hard. Okay. So I want to put in a trade right here. Well, what I can do is set up my trade. Okay. I come in, I can choose my bot. All right. I can label it. I really like the label because when you get the DMs from the bot, and we'll go into a lot of detail about this, you're going to be able to take documentation and notes, and you can pull stuff through Excel and, kind of see how the bots are doing. It's a lot of work. I'm never able to keep up with it. I just try to keep a thumb on what's going on in my account with my bots. So pick your coin. Actually, I'll tether trader quite a bit. Don't judge me. Market. I usually market in. So here's something to understand. I like marketing in because usually I'm trading on a wick, but when you tell the bot to limit in, the bot, you're gonna tell the bot's gonna go and ask Bybit, hey, what's the price? Bybit's gonna come back and go, oh, it's 21,200. Okay, put me on a limit order at 21,200. Okay. Usually by then the price has moved a little bit, and either that you'll move above that price for like a short, it'll just buy you in, it'll just market you in and charge you a market fee and it gets filled. Or let's say it wicks real high and then comes down a little bit, it drops your limit order and then it waits for you. And then if we come back up and it gets filled, you actually, you know, you get the like money back on the fees and stuff. So that can help. But the problem is there's times that it won't stick, right? Like price wicks so fast it drops your limit order in right here, and then price is already right here and it doesn't come back, so your limit order just sits there. So in here we have, if you select, okay, good, limit, entry order timeout. 15 minutes is standard, but you can do seconds, hours, and you can do whatever. So that way, when Bybit says, "Hey, 21,200," and you know the bot says, "Okay, put my order in," and then the bot's like, "Hey, did that get filled? No. Okay, cancel it. Never mind." Okay. And what that'll do, because it's happened to me way in the past when we didn't quite have everything going on, I would come up and drop my limit order. Price would come down and I'd forget, and then it would come up and just blow right through the level now because it's already tested. You know, we've been building momentum and money flow's been coming up, and I wasn't watching, and then boom, I get slammed on that trade. So I always set the timeout limit so that way I don't get caught. This minimum balance, if you have $1,000 in your account and you always want to make sure you at least have $500 available, you can put 500 here. And if your trade takes your account down to more than 500, like, or less than 500, like 450, it won't trade. It'll say, whoa, 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 you are above or you're below your minimal, so it won't trade. And then this one is to ignore the signal if the trade would be less than this amount. So if you're like, you know, trading $20 or less is just not really worth me getting into the market, you can put $20 here, okay? You can put $2,000 here, depending on how you roll. So the exact price entry is for, like, if you don't want to use percentage and you want to use... you don't want to use percentage, you want to use the actual price of the coin. This gets people a lot, okay? They click this and then they put $2 and they think 2%, okay? And then they try and make changes and stop loss, and you know, and then they're like, oh, well, I'm getting all these weird errors, you know, saying that this is not, like, price is not enough, or, you know, whatever the error is. I honestly can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done it. Just remember, if you're using exact price, you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to say 20,405. Okay. And so you would actually write 20,405, right? For my first take profit. Okay. So my exact price stop loss. Okay. Same thing. Am I going 2% or am I trying to put my stop loss in at $2? All right. Seriously, I get this a lot. Okay, so just take note, because you put your stop loss in at $2, you're gonna be way down here, and it's gonna go, bro, that stop loss ain't working. You know, you're way past your liquidation. You know, all that good stuff. I wish I could get some sales, some longs at $2. But so just remember that. I honestly always trade percentages, but it's just what I got used to. Some people are used to exact price. You just need to know what your style is. Okay, let me see. It's like, hey, can't be greater than 100, bro. What's going on? Okay, 2%. There we go. All right. So if you ever have any, if you've like flip-flopped a bunch of stuff, you can just refresh the page, get it back to normal. Okay. Any questions so far? I feel like I'm doing what I didn't want to do, which was just throw out information at high speed. Look at this. Look at that trigger wave. Bullets at high speed. All right, so If you have questions, let me know. The website, you're going to tell the bot what to look at, okay? If you put confirmations in here, okay? If I add a confirmation, 4-hour bullish momentum true, and I add that, okay, and I go and push this button down here, it is going to immediately process that into the confirmations database. It's going to immediately look at the 4-hour momentum and come back and go, is it bullish or bearish? Does it match? It matches, yes, trade. It doesn't match, no, and it just drops the trade forever, and it just lets it go. It's not going to keep trying, okay? So just remember that. All right, so I'm going to go over really quick. Last thing for today is to enter a trade for later. Okay, we kind of started to do that and we got distracted. So we're going to come back to our retest. And this is where I think, which is just for the class, not for real, I'm going to get a retest, a chicken wick, and we're going to come down. Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. Plan your trades. Don't just FOMO. Okay. So if this is what I think is going to happen, there's a couple of ways to do it. One is to put this in Tradingview right here, right? This horizontal line. And then I can come into set the alert. I can send it to my signal. I like to do only once crossing. And this is where, you know, I'm not going to get too advanced or anything here, but this is where you can choose if I want it to go up and then come back down, I can choose crossing down. Okay. And then when the price actually crosses up, it won't trade. It will only trade after the price crosses down. I know that it's like a, you know, went backwards in time there, but I was trying to draw straight up. So I know that, yeah, I've never seen the price do that, by the way. Come backwards in time. That would be interesting. So if I want to take the trade when it's crossing back down, a lot of times I do that because if it crosses and then it just keeps going, maybe that's not a good trade. But you're going to have to pay attention because if the price comes back down, it'll take the short. Okay. So what you would do, you would come in to the portal. All right. You're going to fill out all of your information here that you want. Okay. So short, market. I usually mark it in, limit out. That's just me. You guys do what you want. Depending on your strategy. And then this is where I can take my signal specified for my bot. Make sure you have your correct bot. If you're feeling testy for your test account, there you go. There's your live account. Of course, we're just paper trading. You can copy that, and then you take that to Tradingview, and you're going to dump it in your web URL. Okay? And then you're going to take, excuse me, this right here, and you're going to copy that into the message body. Okay? Here. Copy that. And then bring it down here, and bam. Okay? I'm not going to hit create because I don't want to forget. So if I just hit cancel, let's just say it created my alert. It's going to come up. Here, let's do this. Get out of here. Price will come up. It'll hit the alert. If you have crossing down, it'll actually wait for it to come up and then down and then take your trade right here. The alert will fire. When the alert fires, okay, it's going to get it from Tradingview, right? So here, let's get Tradingview in our little picture here. So now we'll have Tradingview sending the alert. So Tradingview kicks out the alert to the bot, and the bot processes the alert, takes all the information you gave it, runs it over to the database, says, hey, the confirmations he had requested, where are they? What do they look like? Okay, I got all of my information. It's going to bring all that back to the bot. It's going to process it and then send your trade to Bybit with all the information. Okay? So that's how that works. This is really the way I trade the most, that, and I go straight to the website. And then, of course, I do auto bots and stuff like that. I know you guys know that. So a lot of people have been asking, you know, things like that. So crossing up, crossing down, just really try and work on the logic of TradingView. I would say the most mistakes I've made were not the bot, it was TradingView. And I don't mean like TradingView's fault, I just mean my fault for coming in here. And when I set the alert, market cipher A, pivot high off of the crossing down of the value. Like, that makes no sense. Okay, so you really want to make sure you get into understanding just enough about how to create alerts. You know, usually I'm looking at BCT to cross down on my horizontal line. Okay, so just remember that kind of stuff. Another thing you can do is, if you don't like horizontal lines, like I know people who, hold on, let's see if I can, you know, they don't want a trading view that looks like this, okay, and I get that. All right. Another thing you can do is you can right click, add an alert, okay, and then you see BCT crossing, okay, crossing up, crossing down. The value of whatever, right now it's what I clicked, okay, 21,264, okay. You can do it every time if you want. If you wanted to keep trading at a level, and then you wanted to like just trade it every time it hits that level, and if there's bearish momentum, you'll take the trade. Okay, that's something you can do. And to explain that, maybe a little more in more better detail, if this is not really the best. Let's just say you have, like, you're trading a channel and you feel really good about the channel, and you're like, every time right here that at this price I want to send this information, right, crossing up or down, whichever way you want to go on the value, I can say every time, and I can go to the portal and go to my signal, and I can say if there is 1 hour bearish and there is 12-minute bearish, right? And then I go get my script. You see how it has the 1 hour and the 12-minute bearish? That is in there. And it matches up at my level that I've chosen right here. See the alert condition there? Every time it hits and it crosses, okay, if the momentum looks the way I want it to, it'll take the trade. All right. Problem with that is, going back to the original thing I talked about earlier. Give me a second. Pay attention to how much you're putting on the trade, okay? Because not all trades go the right way. Sometimes they bounce off levels, so just be aware. Okay, I usually only do once. Now, why did I close that? I'm gonna need that. Come back. There you go. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, so if you did that, you can do the alerts this way too, okay? So that's just a different way of doing it. You can also set up things on different we'll get to all that later in the course. So what I want you guys to understand is, if you're on the website and you go to Signal, you go down and hit this button. This is a trade immediate button. This is not a trade later. You cannot set up a trade for later with this, okay? If I were to put in a limit order and I specify a price for that limit order and I click go and the confirmations actually look correct, it's just going to pop right into Bybit, and then it's going to take the trade regardless of any confirmations once price moves to that point. So this button is not for trading later. That's for trading immediately. Let me just make sure you guys, yeah, see. Yeah, this button right here, go short, that would be for later, not for, that would be, I'm sorry, that would be for trading later. For trading right now, not later. Oh my goodness. So funny. All right, so if I want to go long, I can go long immediately right now. So we love this. I think it's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna take a moment, and this would be a good time for you guys to ask questions, and I can answer a few. That's really what I wanted to go over. I'm gonna hit it one more time. I want you guys to understand how this works, okay? When you go to the website, you fill out your information and you fill out your confirmations, whatever you're doing on the website, and you click the button, it's going to immediately try to initiate the trade all the way to Bybit. Okay. If you want to do something later, you need to use Tradingview or something like that to send your alert at a later date, at a later time. Okay. And that's where you would set it up in Tradingview, and then Tradingview would shoot that over to the bot when the alert goes off, and then it comes over, hits the confirmations database, and then comes back, makes the decision, and communicates to Bybit. Okay. I really favor this a lot because I really like to fire my trades and walk away. Okay. I'm an emotional trader and I know it. I know that's my weakness, and I'm able to be successful by bypassing those emotions and using the bot. All right. So, in the future, just to end on a really, really good note, is when we're ready, okay, and we initiate the scalper bot, and then it comes over and it hits the bot here, our database. Well, this is not the database, this hits our servers, okay? Everyone who is subscribed to that, okay, is going to be, well, hold on. So if I fire the SSS bot and it comes over and hits this, it comes over to the database, it checks the confirmations that I have set up for it, and then it comes back, and everyone subscribed gets an order set into Bybit. Okay, that's one of the benefits. That way we can paper trade that together. All right. So yet again, if I initiate a trade of the SSS bot, it's going to go here. Going to come over to the database, check confirmations, and then come back, and then everyone who subscribed to it is going to get that trade. Pretty powerful. Tradingview is the way I recommend going. If you're setting up a future trade, you can drop a horizontal line. You can set it up on a big green dot, whatever you want. We'll go over a lot of that kind of stuff and options in the future. And that's going to communicate over to the bot. And then the bot is going to say, okay, I'm ready to trade. Let me go check. List of confirmations. Check, check, check. It looks good. Yes. Okay, here you go, Bybit. This is exactly the way they want to trade. This is their stop loss. This is their take profits. Okay, you hit take profit 1. Okay, good, Bybit. I want you to move the stop loss to entry like they said and on the website, right? Okay, you hit take profit 2. Okay, go ahead and move the stop loss again. You know, different things like that. So that's really what I wanted you guys to understand, is this logic flow. That was the point of today's course, was to understand logic flow, how to kind of use the website, basics. There's so much you can do with this bot. It's insane. So I'm going to go through custom confirmations, just not tonight. I do have a video on it though, in the YouTube. So feel free to reach out, and let me scroll back. Lots of questions, but need to write them down. I understand that completely. But if the price crosses down and you put in a short limit, won't it get left behind? Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's why I usually mark it in and mark it out. When I'm using an auto bot, or if I'm auto trading, I just like to make sure I get in. I know I pay $10-$20 in fees, sometimes more, sometimes less, whatever. I just pay it, and then I limit out, and it seems to balance out in the long run. Yep, crossing down, crossing up. Think about that logic when you're trying to, you know, get in. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see. So let's kind of go back to this. That looks nice. Okay. Is there a max account balance setting to 51% currently up to prevent the trade from stacking on top of each other? Yeah, there is actually. Yes, you're right. So I'm not sure you'd want to trade that high. I really only like putting, you know, a few percent on the trade, but it's just relevant to your leverage. You know, if you went in at 1x with 50% of your account, you're not really risking that much depending on your stop loss. So use a stop loss calculator or something. But you can do minimum available balance of 51%. Whatever your balance is, right? And then that would, yes. So you can, that's actually why we created these. I just don't really utilize them all that much because I pay close attention to what's going on my account. We'll have to go over that. That's definitely advanced, but that's a good point. This could work on any exchange. Right now, we're focused on Bybit. FMX will probably be next. We've even talked about like, you know, Forex exchanges. KuCoin might be on that list. It just depends on their availability on their APIs and what they have available for us to communicate with. Does anyone know the win rate changes all the time? The SSS bot is not just one random bot. It's actually a conglomerate, and that's why it's taken so long, because we have so many different market conditions. Yeah, so I would have to like calculate a bunch of stuff to figure that out, but hopefully it'll just be solid. That's what I'm going for. Solid paper trading. Yes, this will be on YouTube. He bought his home pirate ship with all his winnings. You're right, I did. And I play with it in the bathtub. It's got little cannonball shooters on it. It's pretty cool. It always... Okay, so if you're getting stop hunted a lot, my recommendation to you is to stick closer to levels. So just let's just say there's like not a whole lot of levels right here, right? And the volume's just kind of bleh, okay. And the volume's low. There's way more of a chance for you to be stop hunted than at a strong level with lots of volume, okay? So just consider that when you're trading. I know Autobots don't always, you know, fire at the right times and things like that. So, but that can help you. Yeah, it'll just help with stop hunts and stuff. And I do believe that stuff is definitely real. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just to keep it from hitting the trigger, we're actually going to be, you know, healing. Or sorry, I'm reading at the same time as I'm talking. We're going to be adding that feature in as well, sooner than later, where you can just have a strategy and it only opens one trade for that strategy at a time, or 2 trades, or 50, whatever your strategy is. So things like that are definitely on the list. So other exchanges are definitely way down the road. I wouldn't be looking for that like super soon at all. We are really focused on like, you know, community paper trading and, you know, just things like that. Making what we have the best it can be. Can one lesson be on sub accounts? Oh, I don't like sub accounts, but they do work. So that's just me whining and complaining because I don't like logging in and out of sub accounts. I'm a baby. I like it all to be right in front of me at all times. I actually use coins as sub accounts. If that makes sense. BCT USD, BCT USDT, ETH, ETH Tether, right? And then I can start doing all of my altcoins, and I can like separate them out, XRP and then XRP tether. Like that's, I know it's not the way you should do it, but it would be good to discuss the sub accounts. I made a note of that. Right now we don't have the subscribe thing yet, so I mean it's up, but there's no bots there, so we're not ready. When we announce it, we'll let you know for sure. I'm not sure what the minimal amount is. I think it's less than that. I think it's less than $20 USD, but I'm not sure. I think it depends actually on the price of Bitcoin at the time. So.
Okay.
But yeah, coming soon. Coming soon. This is what I traded earlier. Scared me to death. Ay. I entered way too early. I can't remember if it was this wick right here, and I actually wrote all this. And I mean, I was pretty high leverage too. And it ended up coming down, yeah. And then I ended up taking quite a bit of profit. And then I closed out of it because I didn't want to be like thinking about it while I was on stream, but looks like I could have stayed in a little longer. Wasn't sure what it was gonna do. I know this was a pretty powerful move, so I was kind of looking for a healthy retracement, but I knew we already came here. So anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, so let me know if you guys have questions. I'm gonna hang just for a couple minutes. You guys can start dropping off. Thank you for joining class 1. I know it was pretty basic, but we're just gonna keep building each week. I'm gonna attempt to do this weekly, and we'll see how that goes. Obviously, last time I had technical difficulties. Even though I'm a network analyst, that didn't seem to help very much. I think they were throttling me because I had just, overused my VPN privileges, but I might have to tier up on that a little bit and go to the next tier. Yep, we'll definitely go through that. It's a good idea. We'll build a strat on stream. I do have some of those videos, so don't be shy. I'm not even monetized yet, so it's not like I'm not plugging my channel because I don't care other than it's for you guys. It's for us as a community. So get in here and watch these videos. If you really want something like super in depth where I just blabber a lot, there's live streams. But these short videos, like setting up a future trade with confirmations versus I want to fire my bot right now. Some of these are like actually designed for if you see an error alert, they'll help you. But like setting up custom indicators, right? So if you have David Tech, and he has like the ultimate ABC bot, and you want to set it up, that can show you how. So stop loss behavior, just understanding like how the stop loss moves, which we did go over that in today's class. Setting up JSON trades, like I said before, a lot of people ask me where have you done the best? Right here. Do I take every single trade? No. What is this? What is this? Are you just gonna let go? Whoa. Not shorting now. That would be a FOMO. You could set up to short off blood diamonds. You could set up to do all kinds of money flow crosses. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. Any of your indicators. You got your favorites. You got your invite onlys. You know, like any of these things you can use. It's just amazing. Yeah, I consider the J setups to be temporary. I usually just have them cross once, check confirmations. If they don't hit, unless it's like a really like well-known swing that I'm waiting for, I just delete them. I actually put on my alerts. I actually have an expiration date, right? So instead of being open-ended, I could go in and be like, okay, if it hits within this date, then go ahead, and if not, it'll turn it off for you. So you can actually put a timeline on them as well. So I would recommend hitting your questions in the Q&A section, because I am, like, of course I'm available, but I'm super busy too, and you know, I want to get things released for you guys, and you know, kind of what we're doing, I would say, is difficult and hard, but going to be totally worth it. So yeah, but hit the Q&A section, because we got amazing moderators, and a lot of the community is way more advanced than you would think. Like, for real. You know, they've really blown me away on how smart some of these guys. I'm like, okay, you guys are smarter than me. You're teaching me something right now. So, so the wiki is like a library of just information. Where is that wiki? Doesn't it have its own channel? Yeah, CFB wiki. Wiki. Where's the wiki? Where's that wiki? There it is. So this just has, like, you know, if you have questions, you can come here and be like, oh man, take profits. How does that work? Let me look at it. Oh, laddering in, number of entries, set price. Whoa, that was really fast. Oh, I know what I did. I have certain buttons on my mouse that are auto for playing games. I'm a nerd. Take profits, delay function, retry function. So this stuff's here. It's got an explanation. Yeah, it'll just help you understand. So you can just come here and scroll through this, and this is pretty much the course. I'm just obviously going to talk and babble on about it. But I didn't even put this together. Like, the community did. We had some awesome people put this together. You know, they just kind of took some of my videos and asked some questions and stuff they already knew, and boom, this was a group project, and they did amazing. So alternatives to manual backtesting. I am a manual backtester. We do have a custom program that we use for multi-time frame backtesting, because multi-time frame in Tradingview can give a lot of false positives and reprinting issues and all kinds of stuff, but we're mainly doing that for one of our projects, and then also for like the scalper, you know, the community thing that we're going to be doing. We use it for that. So I manual backtest almost everything. Oh, you need to share that website for backtest rookies or whatever. That would be awesome. The wiki is located in the Discord under CFB wiki. So just go there and click on it. And I think it's this first one right here. Boom. If you have trouble from there, let us know. But here it is broken out if you're looking for something specific. Immediate trades, future trades, you know. So it's pretty awesome. They did such an amazing job. All right. So I think that's it for today, guys. Hope this is helpful. This is amazing, I'll tell you that. A lot of information here. So good stuff. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in the Discord. You got questions, hit us up, hit that Q&A section, and yeah, we'll be reaching out. See you guys next week for the course.